We're just coming out firing, coming out swinging. Arkansas is going on a 10-game winning streak and making the NCAA tournament. Lil Johnny Rancid says, overreaction or not? RC, start us off.
Cut it out, man. Like, seriously, cut that out. No need.
Lil Johnny Rancid said it, not me.
Yeah, Lil Johnny, go to sleep, man. It's past your bedtime. Take your ass to bed. He's sitting here talking. Come on, man.
I mean, like the 10-game winning streak is a bit much, but it doesn't have to be Lil Johnny go to bed on the tournament piece, does it?
On a 10-game win streak, man.
We're taking that out. That's overreaction.
I get it. So what have you seen outside of that Kentucky win that'll make you feel like, all right, so they won this game and they figured it out? They figured it all out? That's what we're saying?
Beat Michigan. I mean, there are. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm just saying if you're trying to build a case.
No.
You asked me to build a case.
I'm not saying they're out. I'm not saying they're out by no stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying I don't see them. I haven't seen enough from Arkansas right now to be like, oh, man, they figured it out. They're going to go. I mean, obviously, that was an emotional game. You got, so much was made about Coach Kyle, but you got former players that was playing against their old school, and they were amped and they were ready to go. And credit to them, they got it won. There's enough wins and there's enough opportunities that I would never just say they're done. They don't have a shot. The league is just too deep, too talented. But again, I don't know if I've seen enough of them, or I'm not judging them off the Kentucky game, I should say, and say that that's where I expect to see them play every game. That to me is like a one-off from emotions and everything else. I need to see more of that type of effort, more of that shot making before I'm ready to say Arkansas is going on some type of win streak or something like that. And not in that league. That league will be hard to get outside of Alabama, and I don't even know in Auburn will be to get a 10-game win streak. So, little Johnny, go to bed, man. You ain't getting that one. Good night.
Where are you at on it, Ant?
Yo, 10 in a row is crazy. Look. That Arkansas-Kentucky game, I feel that everybody knew and was hopped up on emotion except the Kentucky players. Like, everybody knew what that game was except that Kentucky team. Like, if you really think about it, like the fans, the people covering the game, like they just have so much ingrained with this Cal Kentucky thing. And the Arkansas players, pretty similar, right? Cal, he's ingrained in it. The Kentucky players, that's a lot of their first years on that team. I'm not saying they didn't come in that game ready, but it was a little bit different.
And let me ask you this. This is what their schedule going in. I'm gonna ask both of you guys this is Arkansas' schedule coming up. Let's go over the next couple games. They at Texas. What'd you give them? At Texas, Wednesday night.
That's an L.
That's an L coming off that game.
Alabama coming to town after that.
L dog.
It's a loss.
All right, they got Arkansas. They home against LSU.
That's got to be a win.
I think they can get that one.
Okay, and then they go to Texas A&M.
That's an L.
That's also a loss.
Then they go to Auburn.
That's a loss.
Little Johnny go to bed. Little Johnny go to bed.
Missouri coming to town. You get what I'm saying?
Go to bed. Go to bed.
That's coming up.
Yeah,
At best, I think they go 3-7. I think they go 3-7 in that stretch. Yeah. Just carnage on the back end here for them. It's carnage.
Yeah, I mean, tough league, lose Boogie Flan. I mean, I think they have a better chance of losing 10 in a row than winning 10 in a row. I mean, like a much better chance of losing 10 in a row. Like they might actually have like 35
win. I think that Kentucky win, I think they're okay. I think they're going to ride that right into the offseason, honestly.
That's right. Yeah, that's it. That's as close as they're going to get to the tournament, man. That's their title game right there.
What number would they need to get in the dance? right? You're talking about 13-8 right now. They need to get to what to get in the dance.
Ooh.
In that
18?
league, can they get to 18 in that league? Can they get
Ah,
5
man,
more
there's
wins
not. There's
with
not.
a win over a? Can they get 5 more wins with 2 quad 1 wins?
If they
They'll
win one
need
in
the
the
conference
SEC
tournament.
tournament, lose one,
Yeah.
1914.
Yeah.
1914 SEC.
Yeah,
That's like a
this
10 or
year
11.
that gets you in, right?
But I mean,
Yeah.
that's a pipe dream, though. You know what I mean? For them to win 6 more, it feels like. I mean,
Yeah, that
I don't.
is. Yeah.
With
I
that
mean,
schedule we just had, they're gonna have to
Yeah.
steal a game or two. Can they do that? It will be whether they can make the postseason or not. Let alone,
Right.
forget the 10-game run. Like they're up against
Yeah.
it to make the tournament.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you
So I think
sweep
it's
Texas,
fair.
beat LSU, and you should be South Carolina and Vandy. If this is really what you're trying to do, that's 5 wins and steal one against the ranked team. I guess.
They got to me. They got to get more than that. They're outside. They're not in the tournament right now.
That's the roadmap.
The
I just don't
reality,
think the car is going to
yeah.
start.
Let's be honest. Arkansas is not in it right now. They're not in it. So can they get the Kentucky win? Helps them. They need at least 2 more wins like Kentucky over ranked opponents in that league, and like everybody else. I don't think there are any bad losses in that league, so I don't think it hurts you. But I do think
Mhm.
who they beat is what will be, can they flip it and get in? Like they can lose to anybody. I mean, I know South Carolina's struggling. They can lose to anybody in it, but you can't.
Totally.
You got to figure out a way. Once you get any of the top 10 teams in that league, they're all NCAA tournament teams. They just need to get I think at least 2 more wins against ranked opponents. Whether it's Auburn coming up, whether it's Alabama, whatever it is, they got to get 2 wins like that. I think to offset what they've already done. And again, try to avoid maybe a South Carolina loss. They get LSU at home again to fix that loss. Other than that, everything else they're looking up.